Hello everyone. I want to thank all the entire audience out here, and I want to share with you something very exciting. I We have the honor of learning from Dr. Swati Daithankar. She's a well-known Bharatanatyam dancer. A lot of dancers out there must be knowing her already. She has a double graduate degree from Bombay University in English literature and also Bharatnatyam. And she has received a distinction in Bharatnatyam. She stood first in the university for Bharatnatyam. She's received a national scholarship and national fellowship in Bharatnatyam. And she's a recipient of that. And she's received many awards for her performances, including the Nritya Alankar, which is translated as Jewel of Dance. She's performed in many festivals in India and abroad. And she's actually a faculty member at many universities, and she has her own school where she trains thousands of students to become graceful Bharatanatyam dancers and performers. She's also designed a very unique course called Nritya Yoga. Nobody has designed a course like this. She's the only one, and this course is very unique, and it's also accepted by DY Patil University. They have actually created a 4-year degree course based on Nritya Yoga. Nritya Yoga was her thesis, her PhD thesis, and they've designed a course on this thesis in DY Patil University. And she's also, received Charya for the Nritya Yoga course. So I have the honor of having Dr. Daithankar here, and she's going to reveal the secrets of daily practice and how it helps for a dancer to become more graceful. So daily practice is called Riyaaz, and I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Daithankar. Namaste. Thank you for coming.
Namaste.
Thank you. So, Dr. Daithankar, tell us, how important is daily riyaz for a dancer, and what is the importance of this for a dancer to become more graceful?
Hello, namaste to all. Gargi, this is a real nice subject, and this subject is very close to my heart because I feel Riyaz or doing real cells again and again every day is meant to be Riyaz. And it is taking our physical, mental, and spiritual strength on a higher level. So for that we practice every day, and I will be explaining that as well. But I think Riyaz is a very personal thing, and it differs person to person, artist to artist. And I'm going to share my personal Riyaz secrets also for the dancers today. And maybe many dancers, many actors or artists, they have worked on this subject. And I feel it is see, physical, mental, and spiritual. Physical, it is one and the same for all the dancers, because classical dance needs to be thorough with techniques and kinetics, and it starts with physic body, because this is the physical medium to reach towards metaphysics. So it is the journey. Riyaz is journey towards your own self, towards your inner self, more than anything else, like publicity, money, health, wealth, and so many things, recognition. I feel it is a journey towards your own self, towards Almighty, or you can call it a perfect soul. So it is an ongoing thing, an ongoing thing towards perfection. And nobody is perfect, because art is larger than life.
Yes.
So I feel idol of Lord Nataraja is the only perfect thing. But yes, we can strive for perfection. We can be, so that we can master the classical art, and classical art is very demanding, because Bharatnatyam, if we see, it is the art of lines. So we have to maintain the lines every time when we do it. We have to maintain the lines, right? So for that we need daily practice. Riyaz is daily practice, to be simple. Then it is a physical thing. Even expressions, if you see, in Natya Shastra, Bharat Muni has guided us. Whole thing means for eyeballs, eyebrows, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, everything can be so expressive. Hand gestures. It is Angika Abhinaya, is totally body language, because we don't utter a word on stage. It is Angika Abhinaya we are doing. So for that also we need to have daily practice,
Mhm.
because eyes also can express so many things. If it is Shringara, if it is Hasya, if it is Karuna, if it is Raudra, if it is Adbhuta, if it is Veera, it's Bibhatsa, Bhayanaka, so many things. So with that we change our facial expressions, and that also needs daily practice, riyaz. See, our thinking, then we think about, we imagine about the situation of the particular character in the particular situation, and we have to imagine that, and we have to explore ourselves, and we have to express it. So that is the process, and for that process we need the practice. But the it is very tricky word, because um, we we have to practice, and we have to master the technique so well that we should see it like effortlessly.
Yes.
If the artist is effortless, you have to think that yes, he has done lots of riyas. So it is
Right.
a two-way thing. So it is a physical. Then mental aspect, I think it may differ to person. Of course, the borderline or the bottom line is the same, because it is just Sat Chit Ananda. It is just sheer happiness. Laukik Ananda is happiness in the material world, where means happiness can be followed by sorrow. Alaukik Ananda is about the worldly matters, and after happiness, just again it is followed by happiness only. It is just the happiness. So when, especially my case, whenever actually now people ask how many hours do you do your daily practice. So I think this is a baseless question, because uh, it is, we cannot stop ourselves. In my case, my daughter Nupur, she has done also done the MA in Bharatnatyam. So she always tells me, she has been seeing me throughout. So she always tells me, so you do so many hours, you're engrossed in your daily practice and all these things. So it is too much, she is saying. But in my case, I really can't keep myself away from that. Now I cannot see my life without any dancing into it. So I think it has become now my structure, in my structure, physical, spiritual, mental, everything. So whenever I perform, whenever I do my daily riyaz, it is for just for riyaz. It is nothing to do with name, fame, everything. It is nothing to do anything. I just dance for my happiness, because I always say ki, in normal case, when people are happy, they dance away. But when in dancers case, when we dance, we are really happy. So I can't, really can't wait. My everyday's timing is fixed, and I just can't think anything else but dance. And riyaz should be done in the solitude. So we can do it freely. We can work on the things, and in my case I just go on doing it, because my competition is with myself, and every day I feel I should see my better version. So and nothing to show off. It is for myself,
Right.
nothing to say about, nothing to declare. It is for myself. and I go on performing, and you will laugh at me. But when I dance, when I do my daily practice, I feel so this outburst of happiness that I feel, and I feel I get so many creative ideas while doing it, and I'm all alone. I'm performing in my studio, and even I don't like mirrors, when I'm doing Riyas.
Oh, okay.
People say that you have to see, and then, but then I don't want to do that.
Right,
This is my perspective. See, my perspective, I'm declaring.
right, right,
So is for myself. So I have to forget my body also. I need, see, after physical I'm talking about, mental.
right,
So I want to forget my physical existence, and I have to reach. Then I don't want to see myself. I don't want to be again with myself. It is inner self. So when I perform, it is so outburst of emotions that sometimes I say, oh wow, it is so beautiful. I'm doing it. I'm so beautiful. I'm blessed. Sometimes I go into crying, tears of happiness, because I cannot keep it myself. It comes out. And I feel, if we your daily practice, if we do like we are doing on stage or in front of somebody, then when you perform on stage, it becomes like your daily practice. So ease comes out of that.
right, 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 right,
And my Nritya Yoga is the same thing. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. This is Ashtanga Yoga. So my Nritya Yoga is based on Ashtanga Yoga. So Yam, Niyam, Asana, I think it is a physical exercise or physical things. Then Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana is fixation of mind, getting our senses inwards. Dhyan and Samadhi, meditation, and final destination is something spiritual. See, so that is these are the principles for Riyas as well. Okay,
right,
so and then spiritual thing that I feel those I get those meditative moments when I perform on my own. I get those moments with me, and I feel, because dance never meant for showcasing something, or it is dedication. It is
yes,
being surrendered to Almighty, because
yes,
Bharatanatyam especially is a temple art. So, like 16 rituals, this is one of the rituals, dance and music. So we perform for deity, and we move towards the deity inside us. So
right,
whenever even I dance on stage, I feel that all the audience sitting in front of me is a incarnation or saguna avastha of the Almighty, and I am bowing down to them. And when I perform, it is a two-way thing. The energy flows from the audience towards me, and from my dance to the audience, and then auditorium itself becomes mandira, temple, dhyan
yes.
mandir.
This
So
is
I think,
beautiful.
yeah, so I think all the years I'm doing this, and I think for that, artist needs to be very, very honest, very, very true, and you don't act, you have to become that. Then automatically you become that character.
Right,
So nothing on the surface level. So I will tell the generation coming that you do it, whatever you do it with full honesty, full enthusiasm. Don't count the hours. Don't count
right,
anything. Just just enjoy being surrendered towards your own self, your Almighty, and this is the real cultural heritage of our country, Bharat. So I feel that everybody should look Riyaz with this perspective, and then you get the inspiration. More than perspiration, should be the inspiration for that should be the motto of Riyaz. And I think I, see, I
yes,
can go on like this for 4 days, 5 days, because this subject is very close to my heart. So
yes,
this is just the outburst of or manifestation of my thoughts. It can go on, but I have to stop somewhere. So these
I
are,
think it's a you gave a very deep perspective on Riaz. It almost felt like you were saying that you go on a date with the dance. Like, you it's just you, the dance, and you're romancing the dance. That's how it
yeah,
felt like. Yes.
yes,
Yes,
true.
it was you are just it's just you and the dance and nobody
Yes.
else. So very nice. I loved the idea of the audience being the deity and the whole auditorium being the temple. I think that just puts all the pressure away because you become so
Yeah, no
relaxed.
pressure. I just well, before entering the stage, I just can't think of anything else. I just wait when I will go on the stage, and then I like to perform mainly solo,
Yes.
and I love that
Yes.
really. Just
Yes.
blessings from everywhere, and
Yes.
it's happy. I'm happy to be a dancer. I'm
So
grateful for the Lord.
I have a question. Like there are lot of dancers out there, Bharatnatyam dancers, who are now working professionals. They are mothers, they are wives, they have all these other responsibilities. So how can they find time for years? Like, how should they, like, they really want to improve. So, like my own example, there's so many things going on. So should we just dedicate today 15 minutes? Like, say, I have a Varnam coming up, which is due in March. We have to perform in March. So just practice the Varnam every day for, whatever time I get. Is that the idea?
Yeah, this is also a very good question. My whole life is based on time management
Okay.
and priorities.
Okay.
You see, and apart from my family, my duties for towards my family, towards society, towards my students, towards my own self, and towards dance, towards
Right.
audience. So people say that you should be able to switch on and switch off the things, right? And again, time management, to the extent I go, you will see when we'll meet sometime, you will see all my diaries, so many diaries. You can see every day I jot down the points that this I'll be doing this, and the happiest moment for me is doing the tick marks. Done. So for that, I think because of that, I could be able to do 16 brand new dance projects. Those came on my way by I'm really thankful to almighty, my gurus, Padma Bhushan Dr. Kanak Rele, Maithili Raghavanji, my parents, Padmakar and Rajani Kulkarni, because they actually all these people, and of course my family. My husband is a santoor player. He is Pandit Kumarji Sharma's senior disciple. My son is again academically he's engineer, but he is performing performer, and is now here Ninad Daithankar. He
Yes.
is now, nowadays we can say that today's this thing, he has huge fan following and followers and so many things. My daughter Nupur, I'm very proud and happy to say that her academic biodata and my academic biodata are same. So see, I didn't neglect anything. I seek pleasure in that also. Raising my children, and you won't believe, because I did my Nritya Alankar, my scholarship, fellowship, Sangitacharya, everything with my family. After marriage, I had done this.
Yes.
So children, when they are small, so many duties, so many things, very rare that time to because that was the beginning. So no helping hand, nothing. I love cooking also. Now I have got help because by God's grace, I travel a lot, and around the globe I'm traveling for my performances. So every now and then, normally every weekend I'm traveling. So I need domestic help, because nobody should suffer in the family. But whenever I am there in my house, I love cooking. I love to cook. Then what I used to do, whatever new project now, 17th project is coming up, that will be getting launched in on 25th of August. So what I do, I just keep everything on the surface. I just stick the things, and I go on reading. That's how 195 sutras from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. I I did it. I by hearted it, you know.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and while doing the things, see, dance and life, huh? These are not the parallel things. We can do, we can mix, we can do so many things. See, you will again laugh with my fundas. That when we put milk on the gas, and the point comes when it comes up, and it gets boiling, and then we have to put it off
Switch it off.
flame, switch it off. So there also we can do two adults.
Oh, yes. 2 hours while doing that? Oh, right.
So I have been doing this. I have been doing this, and
Wow.
I'm surrounded by all artists. And still, if you are not, you can tell the people that I can do anything, anywhere. Just bear with me, and
Right,
you can do it.
right,
You
right.
can do it. You can see. You have to find. You have to manage your time. You have to find the time, and then of course priority is. You see, when I used to sit in the library for hours together. My children were in the school, so that time, the cassettes were going on. So they had means when I used to step out, they used to come in from the school.
Mhm.
So I was feeling, "Arey, for them I should do something, because I cannot take their homework. I cannot be at home." Then I used to record their subjects like history, geography, maths, science, everything in my own voice.
Oh, wow.
And they used to listen with that time, that record player was there. They used to
Right.
listen. So see, everything is possible. I had lots of pleasure doing this. When I'm doing my time management now, I'm the happiest person on earth. I enjoy everything. People say that it is so tiring, it is so this. I don't feel it is tiring,
Right,
because
right, right,
yeah, even in my dance school, I dance with the students.
right.
That is also my extended family, so I cannot neglect them.
Right,
I can
right, right.
do everything. So I think if you manage your time well, and of course diet tips you have to follow. You have to follow your exercise regime. You have to look after yourself as well.
Warm-ups are also important, right? To have that strength and core strength, leg strength
Yes,
for.
yes, that should be the integral part of it. And then it's just happiness. See, to the extent I can say, Gargi, that I when I look back, and all the achievements of my family members, myself, my students, they are also getting national scholarships, fellowships. They are doing a doctorate under me, and I'm so happy and so proud of them. So when I look back, if somebody will ask me, so if I get the next life, what should be my aim? So I will say proudly that if I get to live again, I want to live exact same life for what I have lived this life in this body. So it
Yes.
is, yeah, we have to read. So for Nritya Yoga, I read four Vedas, 18 Puranas, Brahmanya, Aranyaka, Upanishada, Brahma, Geranda Samhita. Brahma Sutras, Natya Shastra, Abhinay Darpanam, Sangeet Ratnakar, Nritya Ratnavali, so many things. And it was just because then people ask me that don't you go for picnics, don't you have friend circle and all. Then I was thinking, okay, I don't feel okay, I'm missing out something, parties and all these things. I don't feel I'm missing out because dance is celebration in itself. Being in
Exactly.
family, being together, performing together on stage, me, myself, and my husband,
Students.
we no students also.
Yeah.
My husband and Ninad, they are playing Santoor. Me and Nupur are dancing, and like that, we finished our US, UK, and Canada tour with that. So it is so happiness, no? It is Nupurnad. Nupur and Ninad
Yes.
say we are doing Nupurnad. So this
Very
is the
nice.
gist of I think my life, career, life balance.
Thank you so much for your time. I think I learned a lot. First, I learned the most important thing is, practice every day, and you don't need like a mirror or anything. You can just have that solo time with yourself. When you go on stage, the audience is your DT, and the stage, the whole auditorium is your temple, and that will make you relaxed, and you're getting blessings from everyone. I like that. And the
Yes.
second thing you said is fit in the adavos even when you're cooking. There's time while the vegetables are being cooked. You can do a warm up and a adavu there, a step there, or whenever you have pockets of time. You also said make priority lists so you can check those off. So make a schedule for yourself, and say when they have when you have a performance coming up, should you practice that item every day? Like that's what you suggest, right? For all dancers out there,
Yeah,
that
I
practice.
suggest that it should be Trikala Sandhya, I call it. So
Okay.
morning once, then afternoon once, evening once. To three
Okay.
times a day. But of course, you need to improve your stamina throughout the life, and then you can do it. So now I can say, even now, I can say that 3 hours solo without intermission, I can dance on stage.
Okay.
So stamina also gets built up, over the years. Don't start suddenly.
Right. So maybe start. So if the Varanam is coming up, maybe start one time a day, then maybe the following week do two times a day, then the following,
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
And
Because
take
Varanam is a
small
long.
chunk. Yes,
Yeah.
take small chunk of it and do it again and again. What is Riyaaz? Doing it again and again. So do it again, 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 and you find so many possibilities in that.
Right, right, right. Thank you for your time. That was very, very helpful. I think we went over time. So I really want to thank you. Thank you to the audience, and I hope you learned a lot. And Dr. Swati will hopefully honor us again with this, with this session. So thank you, Dr.
For sure,
Swati. I'm going
for
to
sure.